In a transfer that could send shockwaves to the footballing world, French club Paris Saint Germain are trying to lure Brazilian Neymar to the French capital, Paris. Now, if they are to do so, they will have to pay £196 million to Barcelona, which is the release clause in the Brazilian's contract. If the transfer does happen, it will doff the £89 million that Manchester United paid for Paul Pogba last season. Now, there are a lot of pieces that still need to fall in place for this to actually happen, but there is a real possibility that Neymar could be lured to Paris. Now, does the deal actually make sense? Say financially for PSG, would they be able to recoup this money plus the wages they will have to give the Brazilian, which will be astronomical? Now, let's just see from the perspective of each of the parties involved, right? Now let's put aside financial fair play for just a second. Now, are PSG capable of spending such a big amount on a single player? Now, they are owned by Qatari Sport Investment, which is basically the Qatar Prince, right? So money is not an issue for them, and they are probably one of the few clubs in the world right now that could actually even think of pulling this transfer off. Now back to financial fair play and its rules, right? So PSG, without a shadow of a doubt, cannot go through with this transfer without breaking the rules of the financial fair play. Now, the Barcelona president Joseph Bartomeu also warned the French club of the same and the repercussions it might have should they intend to go ahead with the transfer. Now, according to Forbes, the revenue of the club last season was around £580 million, out of which the operating profit was around £95 million. Now, the one thing that might actually go in their favor is the fact that the club are absolutely debt free, which might prompt the UEFA to go lightly on them if they sanction the club. Let's be fair. Now, when a player of the caliber of Neymar or Messi or Ronaldo comes in the market, every rational thinking as to whether he is good for the team, whether he is required for the balance of the team, would he improve the team, just goes out of the window. Because a player like that will benefit and improve any team whatsoever, right? So basically, if a club has the opportunity to sign a player like this, they just pounce on it, and every rational thinking goes out of the window. Now, before last season, PSG had won the league title for 4 consecutive seasons, but last season was a mishap for them as Monaco dethroned them. Even in the Champions League, they were humiliated 6-1 by Barcelona, and ironically, the catalyst for this performance was the Brazilian Neymar. And Neymar basically would be a super upgrade on any of the options that the French club possess right now. So that question as to whether they need him or not is simply an emphatic yes. Now, since 2004, Lionel Messi has been the heart and soul of Barcelona. He has been at the center of everything great that has been achieved by the Catalan Giants, and that is not going to change anytime soon. Now, there's an underlying feeling in the Neymar camp that he's never going to escape the shadow of the great Argentine Messi, and that is why he wants to lead the club to a place where he is valued more than anyone and the team is built around him. Now, given the fact that Lionel Messi just signed a new contract that will see him remain at the club till 2021, the chances of a team built around Brazilian Neymar are extremely slim, and that is why he and his team feels that he needs to find a new challenge where he will be at the epicenter of everything good that his team achieves. The only reason that Barcelona are even remotely considering this is this and this. There is absolutely no other incentive for the Catalan Giants. Neymar has been immensely successful with the club. His partnership with Messi and Suarez has brought a lot of joy to Barcelona and its fans. Now, there is a reason why Barcelona put such high amounts of release clauses in the contracts of their players. Now, if a rival team is actually insane enough to even think of buying one of their top players, the amount they will have to pay for this should also be insane, and the only beneficiaries out of the deal should be Barcelona and Barcelona themselves. Only roadblock that might prevent the deal from actually happening is the financial fair play. Because let's be honest, money is not a problem for PSG, and they've actually held meetings with the player and his representatives, especially his dad. And third, Barcelona will actually be helpless should PSG trigger the release clause in his contract. Now, given all this, do I actually think that a transfer will go through and Neymar will be a PSG player soon? Well, at the moment, given the circumstances, I actually do not think that this transfer is going to happen. And a simple reason, and the only reason for it, is money. Now, it would sound weird given all I just said, but the fact is, it is just too much money to spend on a single player, and when you account in for his wages, the amount is just insane. And even though the PSG owners have no problem spending so much money, the fact that it will be spent on a single player will just alter the dynamics of the financial system at the club, and it will act as a problem for the existing players who will use it as a bargaining chip when renewing their contracts. And the existing players of the team will not be the only ones that will be of concern for the PSG management, but any future player that they intend to buy from the market will have to be bought at a premium price in an already crazy market which has seen transfer records broken day and day out. And that is why the benefits of Neymar joining the club will outweigh the consequences that the club will have to face financially in the future. So for now, I don't think that Neymar is going to leave Barcelona. Now, what do you guys think as given the facts and the figures of the matter? Now, do tell me in the comment section and the poll above. Until next time, this is Avenue signing off.